What do you find most intriguing about Sephora's plan to renovate its stores as part of what Retail Dive calls its quote, largest capital project in its history?
Yeah, lots of big headlines dropping at NRF Big Show last week. I think the thing that was most interesting to me about this, you mentioned it, Chris, and Artemis Patrick talks a little bit more about it in the article, but she cited one of the leading factors of the redesign in effectively making a more affordable fixture structure for their brand partners. That was kind of one of the leading things. She said, we're not a cheap date to sell in
Yep.
Sephora. We don't want our partners building these expensive fixtures that, the deal doesn't work out and they don't see the full benefit. So this was super interesting to me for two different reasons. The first is the tone and tenor of it is very different from what we see from Sephora typically. So internationally,
Hmm.
they 2023, 2024 were years spent doing huge reinvestment on their flagships, taking historical buildings, renovating it is a very kind of luxury experience and leading with this cost play. It just sounds and feels a little bit different from what we see in the international markets.
Hmm.
And then additionally, it to me kind of suggests a bit of a shifting power dynamic between Sephora and its brand partners. Having spent a lot of time more on the manufacturing side of the beauty business, you'll do what you got to do to get placement in Sephora. And typically they have the upper hand in those negotiations. It's more expensive, but you need to be there and they have the market share. So to hear them really being proactive about how to make the experience more affordable for their brand partners just kind of signals to me that they're thinking ahead about where the retail market might be going in the US.
Hmm.
I know Ulta hasn't seen, a great couple quarters in the last few quarters, but, are there other tides that they're concerned about, whether it's e-com, where they're trying to shift some more attention to their brand partners? So I thought that was really interesting. And there are a lot of other great things that they're doing, which just seem like smart retailing to me from Store of the Future, really making a metrics-based approach to the redesign. So I think there's more to it than just this kind of brand cost play, but that was what really stood out to me.